All right, let's talk about SEO. If you've ever felt like your business should be doing better online, but you just can't quite figure out how to make that happen, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down how to look at SEO not just as some technical thing, but as a real strategic partner for growth. So, does this question kind of hit home for you? Maybe you've built a beautiful website, you've got a fantastic product or service, but that growth you were banking on, it just isn't showing up? It's a super common and honestly really frustrating story. If you're feeling that, trust me, you are not alone. You know, there's this thing we call hitting the growth ceiling. It's that point where it feels like all your hard work just stalls out. So what's really going on here? What's holding so many businesses back online? Let's dig into some of the most common roadblocks. What's so wild is how these things are all connected. It's like a chain reaction, right? It usually starts with a poor Google ranking, which basically means you're invisible to potential customers. That, of course, leads to low website traffic. And if no one's visiting your site, you're not getting quality leads, which means, stagnant sales and flat revenue. It's this domino effect that can just completely paralyze a business.
So, the big question is, how do you break through that ceiling? Well, this is where bringing in an expert can be an absolute game changer. Let's take a look at how an SEO consultant can step in and start to reverse that entire cycle.
Now, it's really important to understand that a good SEO consultant isn't just some tech person who fiddles with keywords. They're a strategist. Their whole job is to build a custom roadmap designed to bring the right kind of traffic to your site. We're talking about people who are actually looking for what you offer and who are ready to become real leads and customers. And this table really shows you the scope of what they do. I mean, look at this. You've got on-page SEO, which is all about optimizing the stuff that's actually on your website. Then there's technical SEO, making sure your site is fast, works great on phones, and is easy for Google to read. Off-page SEO is about building your reputation around the web. And then you have content strategy and analytics tying it all together, guiding every single move. It's a big job. A great consultant never just guesses. They follow a proven process. So, let's pull back the curtain a little and look at the actual blueprint for success that the best SEO strategists use to get those powerful, consistent results. And here it is, a simple but incredibly powerful 4-step formula. First, you build a rock-solid foundation. Then, you go after some quick wins to get the ball rolling and build momentum. After that, you scale everything up with high-value content. And finally, you lock in your authority and turn all that new traffic into customers. See? It's a really logical and effective progression. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with that foundation. You wouldn't build a house on shaky ground, right? Same thing with your website. An expert is going to do a deep dive, a full audit of your site. They'll clean up URLs, fix tags, and just generally overhaul the structure so it's super easy for both Google and your human visitors to get around. Okay, step 2 is all about momentum. The goal here is to find those golden opportunities, the keywords people use when they're ready to pull out their wallets. By focusing on these high-intent searches first, a consultant can start delivering real, measurable results in the first 90 days. It's all about getting those early wins on the board. Once you've got that initial momentum, it's time to hit the gas and scale up. This is where you build out a strategic content pipeline. It's about looking at your competitors in the market and then creating a steady stream of awesome content that answers your audience's questions. This doesn't just attract more people, it starts to position you as the go-to expert in your space. And the final step is all about cementing your spot at the top. First, you build authority with backlinks. That's when other respected websites link to yours, which is like a massive thumbs up in Google's eyes. But getting traffic is only half the battle. That's where conversion rate optimization, or CRO, comes in. This is the science of making sure those visitors actually take action and become customers.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in the real world? Let's check out some of the tangible results you can get when you put this exact formula into practice. So get this. For one B2B manufacturer, this strategy delivered a 900% increase in traffic in just 15 months. I mean, that's not just a small bump. That is a complete transformation. It took them from maybe 60 visits a day to over 600. It just goes to show you the incredible power we're talking about here.
And here's the really important part. That traffic wasn't just random clicks. This same strategy generated over 500 sales-qualified leads. These are people who are actively looking for a solution and are ready to talk business. This is how SEO directly fuels your bottom line.
And you've got to hear this quote from a client, Mr. Garg. It just perfectly captures the feeling. He said that even in a niche industry, SEO let them connect directly with the right people. It gave them control over their own lead flow so they didn't have to rely on third-party marketplaces anymore. That's true independence.
So let's kind of bring this all home. What's the final verdict here? Why is tapping into this kind of expertise such a critical decision for the future of your business?
This slide just lays it out so clearly. As a business owner, your focus is and should be on running your company, managing your team, and taking care of your customers. An SEO expert has a totally different focus. Their entire world is keeping up with Google's changes, watching your competitors, and constantly tweaking your website. It's about letting everyone do what they do best.
So when you boil it all down, the advantages are pretty obvious. You get an expert who lives and breathes this stuff, which keeps you ahead of the curve and your competition. You get strategies designed to attract the right people. And you get to tap into years of specialized experience that you just can't get overnight.
And hey, if you need just one last piece of evidence, this is it. B2B marketers themselves say that SEO has the single biggest impact on generating leads. I mean, think about that. It's considered more impactful than all other digital channels combined. That's a massive statement about where the real opportunity is. So, we'll end by just turning that question back to you. After seeing the process, the results, and the data, is it possible that by not having an expert-led SEO strategy, your business is missing out on its single biggest opportunity for growth? It's definitely something to think about.